Welcome back, everybody. We continue playing Baldur's Gate 3, and that is the wonderful side of knocked out Alfira that I couldn't achieve in the previous episode and easily achieved the 10 seconds later I loaded into the save to do that again off screen. So just first try off screen. I hate that game. So since Alfira is knocked out, yeah, she is. Okay. I will just go to camp. We all rest. I turn off my non-lethal damage. I save here because that was... Oh, that took a lot of time. And I actually used sleep on Alfira and then sneakily attacked her. So maybe it helped, I don't know. But anyway, yes, I wanna rest. Oh my god, my face.
Hark! Hark! A camp, and Hogma willing. Some friendly faces. Well met. Goblins roughed me up and stole my hose when they heard me singing hatchling love. You wouldn't have half a bedroll for a lost minstrel, would you? I can pay for my board with music, if you care for it.
Who are you?
Quill Grootslang. Soon to be published in the songbook Affairs in Ancient Abir, Songs of Draconic Love. If I make it to Baldur's Gate with my manuscript, that is.
It's dangerous out there to be traveling on your own.
I know. It's not the first time I've been robbed. I am only glad I didn't get hurt.
Well, our hearth is open and there is safety beside it.
I'll just stay one night. Promise. Then I'll be gone. I know I'm ice blood, but I get cold so fast. I need to be by the fire.
I mean, she's so sweet. No, Karlach, don't talk to her! Okay, so I think we can have camp conversation with everyone.
Bloody hells. Literally. Just when I think I've got a grasp on our dilemma, a devil shows up. No matter. We've dealt with every other oddity thrown at us lately. We can handle this one too. Now, as for this Raphael, he knows our secret. He claims he can help. What do you make of him?
He's a devil. We shouldn't trust him. Simple as that.
No doubts at all. He seemed powerful and very knowledgeable about our problem. Not the worst prospect we've stumbled across. As long as you can look past what he is.
Enough about me. What do you think is best?
I'll tell you in due course. I just wanted to see how close we are in thinking, first of all.
I'm not going to change my mind. We can't trust Raphael.
Good. That's what I wanted to hear. He's clever.
Karlach, stop eavesdropping.
When dealing with enemies of Shah. You don't need a scourge or a rack to break people. Fear and self-doubt is sufficient. When actual pain comes, the victim's already done the heavy lifting for their torturer. There were no right answers with that devil. He was toying with his food. Us.
I think I detected a note of admiration in your voice.
I respect his craft. As should you. Watch out for that devil.
Yeah. Okay. Why were you in pain before?
The wound on my hand. It never quite heals. And sometimes it causes terrible pain to rip through me. It's my burden, though, from Lady Shah. I can feel her influence somehow.
Why would Shah subject you to such thing?
I cannot say. Not with what I can recall. But even then, it would not be for me to question her will. Lady Shah has her reasons.
Ah, yeah, of course. What causes it to hurt you?
It's difficult to say.
Oh, wait, what's happening?
Sometimes I wonder if it's supposed to be guiding me,
Oh, is it my,
punishing me,
like,
testing me.
gamepad again?
But perhaps it's none of those. Perhaps it's completely random.
Yeah.
I'd like to hope there's more to it than that.
It feels like my
Some
gamepad
meaning
is
that Lady Shah will
making
reveal to me
game
when
lag.
the time is right. Until then, all I can do is endure.
Oh, please stop. Okay, it's not my gamepad. That is concerning. Wait, can I like quick save real quick? That's suspicious. Like I can open the menu and quick save, but the cutscene is broken for some reason. That's so weird. Oh, and now it's okay? What? Okay, that's very weird. How can you manage living with such a thing?
It's less difficult than you might imagine when you can't remember life without it.
It's fucking okay now. Okay,
Pain
that was
is
the
sacred
cutscene
to
then,
the
okay.
followers of Lady Shah. Pain will give way to loss and then to the peace of her eternal darkness. You can tolerate a great deal of suffering so long as it has meaning.
Well... So, you knew more than you were letting on before. I hope you'll be more honest in future.
I'll try my best. But secrecy is ingrained in me. Lady Shah considers it greater protection than any shield or armor.
Well, okay. I want to talk about your Shah worship.
I'm sure you do. But please try to understand that it's not something I can just talk about freely.
Well, I have no problems with Shah worshippers if that's what concerns you. Yeah. Wow. What's with the sound now? What's going on with the game?
Very well. Perhaps there's potential in you. Let's see how you handle this. I am indeed a disciple of Shah, Mistress of the Night and Lady of Loss. I assume you've heard of her?
She doesn't sound very appealing going by her titles.
The night brings comfort. Through loss, we find acceptance. In the arms of the Dark Mother, we find peace.
I don't quite understand.
Most fear the dark, like children. Because in darkness they see their fears reflected. But Shah teaches us to step beyond fear, beyond loss. In darkness, we do not hide. We act. Pain, hope, the promise of better days. All of these are heavy cloaks that bend our backs and burden our hearts. We shed those cloaks. Before Shah, we stand gloriously naked, beyond the vanities of mortals.
How exactly do Shah worshippers turn people to their goddess?
We tear down the lies the world is drunk on. The institutions they trust, the so-called gods they worship, the lives they cling to. We destroy false idols, topple corrupt organizations, fight heretics wherever they're found. There's often suffering, death even. Many people break before they embrace Shah's truths.
Well, I won't cast judgment on your beliefs.
Curious. Most are afraid of my lady. I think I did well by joining you. Most agreeable company.
Okay. I want to get to know you more, Shadowheart.
You already know my biggest secrets. What more can you ask?
Tell me something about yourself besides Shah, besides tadpoles.
What, besides my life's calling and the greatest problem I've ever faced? Well, I like night orchids and can't swim. Is that the sort of thing you meant?
Yeah, exactly. You'll have to point out night orchids to me if we ever pass them.
It's a deal.
Anything else you'd care to share?
No, I can't. I mean, I literally can't. There's certain things I can't remember right now. Shah's secrets must be preserved above all else. All who worship her know this. I have had certain memories suppressed, voluntarily, so that I can serve Shah without compromising her. If I manage to return to Baldur's Gate and fulfill Shah's mission, then my memories will be restored.
You've had your memory suppressed? That seems extreme.
Of course. It is an act of faith, not to be undertaken lightly. Shah will reward me when I succeed.
Okay. Wait, what? Huh? No, thank you. Goodbye, Shadowheart. That looks like flirting. I'm not flirting with you.
Now there's a bloody devil trailing after us. And this gets better and better. Shop around, he said. He seems sure we won't find anything. And he might be right. We've had no luck so far.
He is not. We still have options.
Maybe. But all that, take your time, I'll wait, nonsense. He's playing with us. He reminds me of, well, someone I used to know. Someone that liked to play with people. Creatures like them don't play games. Unless they know they can win.
So, what do we do?
We keep hunting for answers. What other choice do we have? This
True.
is no ordinary mind flayer parasite. Who tampered with it, and why? What do they have planned for us? And why are we important enough that a devil comes knocking on our door?
Okay,
If we find those
that's
answers, we might have a
irritating.
chance.
I don't know if it's happening like with my game or with my recording. I don't get it. Oh, okay, that's all? You don't want to talk?
I hope you're not here to ask about Cazador.
Uh, well, you said he kept you as a slave. Don't you think we should talk about that? Like, maybe you need a shoulder to cry into.
No, I don't. The past is dead, so why exhume it when we have a nice, bright future ahead of us? Assuming we don't turn into mind flayers, of course. That might put a bit of a damper on things.
Yeah,
The
that's
point
true.
is, I'm looking forward, focusing on what's important for our future.
The past is important. I need to know what made you who you are. Well, I don't have my own past. I can't remember shit. So, I think past is important.
Spite made me who I am. Now, let sleeping dogs lie, lest you get bitten.
Okay, okay. Jeez.
Need something?
Oh, okay. Where is Mizora then? That's what bothers me, like... Where is
This
she?
devil Raphael flaunts his paltry wings as if he wants to impress us. You saw the red dragon slaying his infernal kin above hell's fires, did you not? Next to a dragon, the devil's a gnat. When I am Kithrak, I will take my queen Vlaakith his head as a trophy.
Kithrak? What does that mean?
Githyanki knights, the riders that chase the Nautiloid. They are the commissars and enforcers of my queen Vlaakith's will. Vlaakith bestows no greater honor. To wield a Kithrak silver sword is my destiny. I will earn my queen's favor, and I will conquer every layer of hell should she command it.
Why were these knights chasing the Mind Flayer ship?
The Geich are my kind's mortal enemy. It is not unusual for the Kithrak to give chase, to penetrate the hells. This is unusual. But I'm not one to question the wisdom of my queen. I can see but to the horizon. Vlaakith's sight pierces the many planes.
Okay.
Be wary of false promises. The missing druid, Halsin was it? He may be talented, but only a Githyanki Zathis can cleanse an embedded tadpole.
Alright. Bye. Oh, hey, Will.
The Devil with the Silver Tongue. An old fairy tale my father read to me. The kind with a hero, a villain, and a moral. A farmer made a deal with the devil, so the story goes. In exchange for the farmer's dearest fruit, the devil granted him a bottomless coin purse. The farmer's dearest fruit, naturally, was no apple nor peach, but his beloved daughter. We can learn a lot from fairy tales. Don't you think?
With the right teacher, yes. What are your thoughts on the devil, Will?
Refuse him no matter how tempting the offer, no matter how delicious the feast he lays out for you. The cost's always too great.
Well, don't worry, I have no interest in a devil's deal.
That's because you still have hope. But when he becomes your last hope, remember this. He'll require of you only what you're least ready to part with. And then require more still. You might think you'd give up anything for a cure. But the devil won't take just anything. He'll take everything.
Well, I don't have much to begin with.
Well met.
Okay. So I was wondering. I've got no memory of my past. Could the parasite have done that?
Seems unusual to me. Then again, we're talking about tadpoles inserted into our brains by rubber-skinned tentacle monsters. There's nothing usual about it. All the more reason to stick close. I think you'll agree.
True. And I also have got this bloodthirst, an urge to destroy, maim, kill.
Anger. I understand. We've been preyed on by illithids, suffered insertion of a mind-bending worm. Bloodthirst is another matter. But perhaps not too big of one, if it's a devil or demon's flesh you're wanting to tear.
Okay. See you in a couple of nights when you have horns. Gale? Your opinion on Raphael, please?
Do you feel as flattered as I do? Fighter to dine with a devil.
What? Why? What? Like, what was that role for? Okay. Devils rarely approach mortals without some nefarious intent. Would be wise to avoid him.
Don't let his bluster fool you. All that talk of desperation merely illustrates his own. I think he wants
You're
something from us
underestimating your
badly,
enemy, Gale.
and in that knowledge lies our opportunity.
I remind you that when dealing with the devil, you always draw the short straw.
There's no such thing as an absolute certainty.
Let me play the devil's advocate. The man is
We
too
already
eager.
have Advocatus
Do not
Diaboli
dismiss
in
his
our
offer out of
camp.
hand.
We don't need the
If there's
second
one
one.
quality all the denizens of the hells embody, it's ambition. A quality they share with many humans, come to think of it.
And how do you propose we beat a devil at his own game?
By figuring out his true intentions. Fact one, there's something very strange and very powerful about our tadpoles. Fact two, a devil offers to take it away.
Devils aren't known to aid mortals out of simple kindness. Whatever Raphael wants, we must be the key to getting it, along with our tadpoles. So, I say for now, we wait. If I'm right, Raphael will seek us out again, and when he does, there's a mighty bargain to be made.
Remember his Cormyrean rhyme? Down came the claw. Perhaps we should start growing our nails.
Well, anything else?
How can I help?
Stop eating my artifacts. I was wondering, that condition of yours, why does it require magic?
Think of it as tribute. The kind a king might pay to a more powerful neighbor to avoid invasion. As long as I pay, there will be peace. But should I ever stop, along comes a war.
I can assure you, the battlefield would extend well beyond the borders of my body alone.
An eruption the size of Waterdeep, I think my exact words were.
Oh, that's actually a new line. I have never heard that one because I have always asked him about magical items required in his condition before he would have taken the third one and explained his condition thoroughly. So that's actually interesting. I was wondering about that mighty lord you told me about in your story.
Ah, yes. Karsus. Karsus was perhaps the most powerful wizard that ever lived. The child who would be a god the elves called him. And he tried. With a spell of his own devising, he endeavored to usurp in one fell swoop the power of the goddess of magic. Mistral, she was called then. Imagine what it must have felt like. To be a god. To know yourself, to be untouchable. To be mistaken. As Karsus aimed his spell at her, she began to unravel, and with her, the entire weave. Too late did he realize what he had unleashed. It would have been the end of everything had not Mistral sacrificed herself. The goddess of magic is all magic. By dying, the entire weave was lost, and the spell that challenged a god failed. It was the end of Mistral, the end of Karsus, and the end of an entire civilization. As the child who would be a god was turned to stone, his empire came crashing down around him. The floating cities of Netheril were no more. An event that came to be known as Karsus's folly.
So, at that moment in time, all magic was gone?
For a spell, Mistral was reborn as Mistra. Upon her return, the weave returned with her. Now, so many centuries later, I try to follow in the footsteps of Karsus. Not to destroy Mistra, but to prove my love for her. I tried to control only a fraction of the magic that was unleashed that fateful day. I merely sought to return one tiny diamond to an imperfect crown. Gale's folly, one might call it. History, repetition. It's the way things go.
Ah, well. If you ever feel the Netherese magic overtaking you, what will you do?
If it should ever come to that, if I ever know I am no longer able to stop it, I will do anything I can to ensure no one but me pays for my mistakes. I will find the remotest place on the surface of Faerun, or perhaps far below in the depths of the Underdark. I will await that death.
Oh yeah, of course, let's kill hundreds
I
of
promise I will not
drows,
betray your
dwergas.
You kept me
Deep
by your side
gnomes.
despite the menace that I am. If worst comes to worst, I will be long gone before the curtain falls.
Okay. Thank you, Gale. Oh, Karlach. Can I have a moment with you?
Can't believe that devil just took us into the hells with a snap of his fingers. If I see him again, I'll wring his neck.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. That's okay. Karlach, breathe. That's fine. I actually enjoy watching that.
I knew I liked you. Raphael was his name, right? He's trying to lure us into a game he knows we can't win. I'm not playing. Glad you're not either.
Of course. So, I wanted to discuss something very important. The truth is, I have no memories of where I came from or of who I really am. Is this part of Ceremorphosis?
I don't think so. At least, I still remember everything. In more detail than I wish. But, as for what's going on in your mind, maybe in mine, I'm certain there are answers out there. We'll find them together.
Oh, thanks, Karlach. But there is another thing. I am drawn to violence, to blood, obsession that could become compulsions. I was so good at reading, but then that happened.
Well, look. You've said it, right out loud. That takes guts. the guts you'll need to change. Or at least make sure you're channeled in the right direction. I've got enough enemies who could do with a good bloodletting, you know?
Okay. Thanks for talking. Well, Quill, can I talk to you for a while?
Thanks for the fire.
I mean, that's completely fine. Are you any good in a fight? We can use some help.
It's a miracle I'm still alive.
No, okay. No questions then. What kind of music do you write?
I prepared a dense manuscript of new love chants to be throat sung in Timantha style. You probably don't know, but the Dragonborn clans arrange their children's marital unions. Love is considered irrelevant to egg duty. But I've never even been kissed, and I can't stop myself from dreaming. I don't think most of us stop hoping. Ever, really. Not even when duty stamps us down. And that's what the songbook's about. Lost, lingering love. Never acted on. Never spoken.
So, you ran away from home?
My clan name has been struck. I named myself anew after a long-dead poet.
And why were you traveling on the road in the middle of the night?
I've been given a great chance. My song score, Affairs in Ancient Abir Songs of Draconic Love, is due to be published in the Gate. I'm in a big rush, though. I fear that if I don't get there in the next few days, they're gonna print some kobold bone flute instrumentals instead.
Okay, chill. And how exactly do you write love songs if you'd never found love yourself?
Is there someone who you think you might love? Oh, come on. I won't tell.
Well, the truth is, Karlak seems like she has so much love to give if she found the right person.
And have you said so? Do they know even one little bit of how you really feel?
Well, I will tell them when I'm sure they'll say it back.
There's a special feeling to having love all to yourself, don't you think? For no one to know.
Nah.
I grew up smiling about my little secrets to myself. I would have been laughed at if I admitted to anyone how I felt. It is not our kind's way. But I have my whole life ahead of me. Things will be different now I'm on the Sword Coast. I can't wait for what is coming next.
And will you sing a draconic song for me?
Oh my. Are you sure? Are you really sure?
I mean, yeah. What's the worst that could happen?
Spoken like someone who's never heard a dragonborn throat song. This one, Sky Swaying, is about what it might feel like to mate in the air, in the age where wings were yet with us.
Okay. That's quite enough culture for one evening.
Oh, there are 69 more verses. I'm only just beginning.
Okay, I'm going to bed, thank you. That's like insanely intense, girl. Chill. Okay. So, everything that is going to happen next will be very, very gruesome, gore, a lot of blood, like guts, and everything else. So, if you're sensitive to that, you might consider skipping that part.
You open your eyes with a lurch, and you are not in your bed. You stand above a body which is in a state of gore nearly beyond recognition. The body of that scared girl who asked for nothing more than a night of shelter. Her blood covers you, and its warmth feels like the embrace of an old friend. You recall nothing of how you ended up here, but your head pounds and aches.
Try hard to remember something. Anything. Well, I'm not very intellected creature. But that's still fine.
A single moment comes to you, the flash of abject terror in her eyes, blood spilling from her lips. No time for last words.
Investigate your surroundings looking for an explanation. Oh, okay. That's a funny one.
There is nothing else here, and no one else around. You and the corpse seem to have been alone together for quite some time. No matter how it appears, the body is there, and her blood is on your hands. The question flows through your mind. Who are you really, that you could be guilty of such bitter business?
Okay.
Something wicked must have woken you. The contemptible pervert within must have lavished slash after slash upon the girl. But where, oh where could that monster have come from? If only you knew yourself better. You don't have much time for reflection now. You need to act. You may only have a few moments before the others awaken and begin to cast blame for the hot sin before you.
Okay. I will prepare to face the others. I am not going to hide.
Your misdeed is bright and clear as the dawning day.
Oh, is that lagging on me now? What is going on? Did I break the game? It kind of feels like I did. No, please. What is happening? Okay, I can't... I like how everyone else, like, is disappeared from the scene. Only my companions are left. Yeah, it's completely and utterly broken. Yay. Cool. Will you, like, fix yourself? No. Kane is stuck in the dialogue. Oh, wait. I can't. What? I skipped something? Like, what? Okay, that was just cutscene stuck. Oh. Oh, I hope that, like, reloading the game will fix it. Because that's awful.
Another waif dead before her time. I wonder how it happened.
You're the one who cried out for us. You must have seen something.
Now, I can't help but notice that one of us is positively drenched in blood. So...
You're not even in my, like...
She was brutalized. The killer knifed her many times after she was dead. Was it you?
Well, yes, I am, like... There's blood all over me. Like, in my hair, on my face, on my hands, even on my cape. So, yeah. I am 99% is a murder. I don't know what happened. I woke up and she was dead.
This blood didn't get there on its own. Her neck didn't snap by any accident. The parasite must be affecting you deeply.
The worm in your head has never slept more peacefully. You know in your heart it was something deeper, hungrier.
I don't know. It could have been the tadpole.
Even if it was the worm, this was peculiar indeed. I'll be watching.
An uneasy feeling lingers in the air. As the Inquisition departs, you are left alone with a familiar headache.
I will gain control and I will save the next innocent.
Every one of your instincts screams against the saccharine thought. You feel close to fainting again.
All right. That poor girl. She was nice. Now she's like going to be here. Like forever. That's why I didn't tell Karlach anything. You see? I can't tell her I like her. Because I'm like some fucked up murderer. And I don't even remember doing that. Disgusting. Okay. Some gruesome scene over. And we can actually finish that right here. Thank you for watching this episode and I hope you liked it. So if you did, I would really appreciate a like and maybe a comment. Otherwise, thank you very much and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.